Hello and welcome back. My name is Brooklyn, and today I want to talk about how you can trust your intuition more and to stop second guessing yourself. This is something that I have struggled with for a long time, and I still struggle with this. I second guess myself all the time when it comes to making decisions in my business or in my life, but I definitely have learned, even in the midst of the uncertainty, how to take action with more quickness and more boldness, especially if you are an entrepreneur or if you are a content creator, or even if you're someone who just needs to learn to take more action more often, then this video is perfect for you. So if you are the type of person that tends to put things off of your to-do list for a couple months, or you're afraid to launch that business, or you're afraid to start that side hustle that you've been thinking of, I just want to say that you are not alone. I have been there, and it can be challenging. I'm not going to lie. It can be challenging to take action when you're scared, right? So I think a lot of it does start with your beliefs about yourself. And this is something that I daily have to work on, because whenever I'm hesitant to do something, or if I know I have to post that video and I just simply don't want to do it, I have to remind myself of who I am. And I literally will speak over myself saying, I am a business owner. I am a content creator. I got this. I'll just start affirming myself, because the self-doubt kicks in, and it kicks in at the most random times. You could be feeling super confident when you wake up in the morning, and then you sit down to start your day and you're ready to record that video, and the doubt starts seeping in. It happens to me every day. It's a daily battle that I have to face every single day. And so the question is, how do you get out of this? How do you take action even if you are fearful, even if you are unsure of what you're doing? Well, that's a lot to unpack, but I think for me personally, some actionable steps that I've done is starting with my beliefs. I talked about that at the beginning, writing out my goals. So I will literally sit down and write down some targets that I want to achieve by the end of the year or by the end of the week. And this helps me getting out of feeling stuck, because I think a lot of the times we get so stuck in the now and the daily tasks and the daily obligations that sometimes you can't dream. You can't really think about the future. But if you start off your day just writing down 2 or 5 goals that you want to achieve, it gets you out of that rut and it gets you dreaming again. Because I don't think we do that often enough. I don't think we dream often enough. At least I don't. And sometimes you can wake up Monday morning and sit at your desk and, you have a million to-dos, but you never take the time to start really thinking about, what do I want? What do I want to achieve? When the doubt seeps in, what do, right? It can sometimes just take over you whenever you are wanting to post that video, or you're wanting to send off that email that you're afraid to send. What do you do in that moment? I think it's reminding yourself of who you are and literally just do it. I think the problem is, when it comes to entrepreneurship, is sometimes you can overthink things, because there's so many choices, right? There's so many ways that you can send an email. There's so many ways that you can do a video, but you just have to take that action, because what stops us is perfection. I think, at least for me, I think we want everything to be perfect. We want that video to be perfect. We want that email to be perfect. We want to be perfect. And the reality is, we're not. And I think what matters more is that you at least do it, okay? Especially at the beginning, especially when it comes to your content creation and your social media. You just have to start posting often to even get the confidence. Another big thing is to stop comparing yourself so much to other people. So this is what stops me sometimes, is I'll be super confident, ready to film or ready to record something, and then I start looking at some other people in the industry, and then the doubt seeps in. I start thinking, what am I doing? Am I smart enough? Do I actually know, what I'm talking about? And the doubt and the self-talk just keeps coming in your head. This is where you have to separate yourself from your competition. You just have to block out all that negativity, all that self-doubt, and you just have to go and trust your gut and trust that what you're doing and who you are is enough. You are enough, okay? And if you are someone who has spent time learning about a topic, or you're an expert at something, you are enough to post about it. I think we wait years sometimes to feel like we're even qualified to even show up in the world. And it makes me so, so sad because I get it. We think that if I just do one more, if I just watch that one more podcast episode, if I just listen to that one speaker, then I'll be ready. Then I'll be ready to start posting. Then I'll be ready to start showing up in my life. And the answer is there is no secret. There is no key. I remember Ed Milet talked about this. Shout out Ed Milet. You're such an inspiration to me. I remember he talked about that. There is no secret key. It's about showing up daily and doing the work, surrounding yourself with other people that can help you. If you feel like you're constantly always having to help the people in your inner circle, you need to add on some new friends. We're called to help other people. I'm called daily as a Christian and as a business owner to help other people. But you need other people in your life that are a few steps ahead of you that can really speak in your life. You might need to hire someone to do this, or it could literally just be a friend, or it could be an uncle, or your mom and dad. That is what gives me the confidence. And also having an accountability partner, because whenever you are going through life, it can be sometimes challenging. If you have no one to talk to or to bounce ideas off with, it can almost feel like you're going crazy. Like you need someone in your life that can keep you accountable and keep you on track. And I have a couple people in my life that do that, specifically my husband. He's such a big support for me, and we're constantly in communication, talking about ideas, and he keeps me accountable and I keep him accountable. Also, this is more of an unscripted video because a lot of my videos I try to keep an outline, but for this, I felt very passionate about this topic, and I'm like, I'm going to record one more episode right now because I'm fired up right now. One thing that I think not a lot of people talk about is whenever you are starting something new, you're not going to have a lot of support initially at the beginning, and people are going to question you, and you're going to question yourself and ask yourself, what am I doing? And is this what I should be doing? It's lonely. And in those moments, you have to go back to your why. So if you're starting a business, if you're starting anything new, whether it's picking up that instrument and learning that guitar, and people start doubting you, go back to why. Why did you want to do that? And for me, like whenever I started Brooklyn Social, I wanted freedom. I wanted to take my time back. I wanted to work on my own terms. I didn't want a typical job. I wanted to basically be my own boss as well. I wanted to call the shots. That's what I wanted. I wanted it so bad. I didn't know exactly what it would look like, but I remember whenever I started Brooklyn Social, I saw a need in the market. I saw that reels were taking off, and I knew that, hey, I'm good at video. I'm good at reels. I remember I just studied social media and marketing. I remember I saw other people in the industry that were doing it, and this was something that I was very passionate about. Whenever I was in business school, and anytime there was a class about marketing or social media, it lit me up. That's the thing with you. You have to find something that lights you up. I saw a need in the market and I went after it. I certainly did second guess myself. I could have said to myself, there's already so many people in this niche that are doing this. Who am I to start this? Who am I to do this? I got so close to God during that time because I had to be very real. Like, is this something that I should be doing? Should I pursue entrepreneurship and start Brooklyn Social, helping other people on social media and marketing and putting myself out there? And I knew that is something that I was destined to do. And who knows, in 10 years or 5 years, my business might look different, and that's okay. But you just have to start somewhere, and you have to trust your gut and your intuition, because not everyone is going to support you at the beginning. But what I learned is do the work and eventually the results will follow. So it's okay if people are second guessing you at the beginning and they're unsure of what you're doing. It's okay. Do the work and let people into your world. Okay. Don't be so secretive where people don't know, what you're doing. I understand that because it can feel uncomfortable when you're starting something new, but bring people in, tell people, yeah, I'm starting that YouTube channel. Yeah, I started my business. This is what I'm doing. And have confidence in talking about it because people want to help you. I know sometimes it might not always feel like it, but people do really want to help you and people are generous. And that's something that a mindset shift I had to switch because sometimes it can feel like, oh my goodness, I have to do this all by myself. I don't have anyone to help me. And that's simply a lie. There's so many people that can help you. Even if you have a small group of friends or even if you have to go to networking events, there are people, even online, social media. You just have to show up and you have to trust your gut whenever you are starting something new, whether you're posting online. You have to just trust your gut and trust the process. Bring people into your world. That's going to make you stronger in your messaging because the more that you communicate what you're doing to other people, the stronger and the more confident that you will be able to show up online. Anyways, I hope this helped you. I just felt very passionate about this subject today, and I'm so glad that you were able to join me in this episode, and I really appreciate your support. If you have liked this video, make sure to subscribe and share this episode with your friends, and make sure to follow Brooklyn Social on all our social media platforms. We want to stay connected with you. Please let us know what type of content you want to see from us because we're always trying to learn. Thank you so much and see you in the next episode.